Greetings comrades and welcome to the new video. Today I'll show you how we prepare Slav barbecue at home, and especially if we live in an apartment. A lot of Slavs live in an apartment, but they love to eat barbecue. By the way, we call our barbecue skara. Skara is not only the name of how we prepare the food, but it's also the name of the food. We have a saying that if we go outside to have some street food and stuff, we say, let's go to the skara bira, which means let's go eat some barbecue with some beer. And yeah, it's basically a way of preparing meat, vegetables and such stuff. And if you say, I want to eat some skara, that means you want to eat the whole package, like everything that's prepared on the barbecue. And we'll be using this electric grill, because I'll be preparing it on my balcony and I don't want to have some charcoal and to make a fire on my balcony because of reasons. But sometime when I go to the Slav village, I'll show you how we prepare it in the yard, so you see the version with the charcoal. But today we will stick to the electric utensil grill. And with that said, let's see how we Slavs here prepare barbecue in our apartments.
Now, as you know what skara is, let's start to prepare it. For our grill, we'll need some pork meat, because here in Bulgaria we love our pork meat. This is pork shoulder, by the way. I have around 2 kilograms of it, and here I am trying just to make some suitable pieces so I can make some minced meat. The pieces should be big enough to fit my machine for making minced meat. And here, as you see, the pork, it's quite marbled, it has some fat in it, so it will be perfect to make our küfte. Küfte is basically a patty with some herbs in it, with some spices, which we make on the grill. And here we just call it skara, or küfteta na skara, which is basically meat patties grilled on a barbecue or electric utensil or something. But as I live in an apartment, I will just use an electric grill. We mince our meat, which I always enjoy, it's quite fun. And here we have it. I put it in a bowl and start seasoning it. I add a generous amount of salt. Here I have some onion flakes. You can go with grated onion, like fresh onion, grated, and use it instead, but I like more to use these flakes. I also add some pepper, like generous amount of pepper, because we have a lot of meat. And real Slav men typically mix this pork mixture with their hand. You can optionally use a spatula or something else, but as I said, real men use their hands. Once we mix it, we start adding some other herbs and spices. Of course, it won't be a Bulgarian dish without some savory, so I add generous amount of it. I add some cumin, like a lot of it. This is essential, by the way. You can also add some chili flakes if you enjoy spicy food. And here we are again mixing with our hand. And this is, by the way, a lot of minced meat. You can go with less amount, but I use it as a meal prep of a kind. Here is my old electric grill, which I clean a little bit. And I oil it with some sunflower oil. Typically I use pork lard here, or pork fat, but I didn't have any at the moment, so I just oil it with a little bit of paper and oil. And here I will form some burgers. They should not be very big, but in the same time they should not be very small. I would say aim for 100 grams of each. Once our electric grill is heated, I will start putting our patties on top. Make sure to have some space for them so they can breathe, and just put them. You can also make this if you have a yard with some charcoal. You can do it there. It would taste perfectly fine. You can use these patties to make burgers or just to eat them like that. I use them for many things. Here I would just enjoy them. You'll see with what, with some very nice things. You roast them, and 10 minutes aside should be fine, or until you make sure that the meat is cooked, and just flip them. If they're very thick, there's a risk that some of their sides won't cook, but you should look for that. And here are our patties, or our küfteta, or whatever you want to call them. They're almost ready. Meanwhile, I will heat my air fryer. This is a new addition to my collection of electric utensils. We start removing them from the grill because they're ready. I clean my grill just to put another batch of küfteta. And here is how it looks. It's perfectly cooked and it has this nice char on top. I add some potatoes in the air fryer and will just fry them for 20 minutes. And here I have 2 plates where I will serve our dinner for me and for my Slav wife. I have some salad for me, which is cabbage, parsley and some tomatoes. My Slav wife didn't enjoy this salad, so I prepared only for me, but she enjoys fries quite a lot, so I put a generous amount of them for both of us, and I sprinkle some salt over the fries. And this is what a typical Slav lunch represents. Like, you can go and find this almost everywhere as street food here. Salad, fries and skara. This is one of my favorite things to eat, by the way, and I prepare it quite often. The Slav difficulty level for preparing Slav barbecue at home is 2 out of 5, especially if you don't prepare your own minced meat. Even if you prepare it at home, it's not that hard. It's more time consuming than it's hard to prepare. This is basically what every man in Bulgaria can cook, and typically only men cook skara. Feel free to add some hot sauce on top. For me, it is essential. And here are some fries which are not store-bought. They're like, I just cut some potatoes and put them into the air fryer with some oil. They turn out to be great too. So if you don't want to use some store-bought blanched fries, which are already prepackaged, just use some potatoes. It would work perfectly fine too. Or use any other type of side dish, whatever you enjoy. Any type of carb would be fine. Like, you can even do a burger with these patties. And this is another way I enjoy them, with the other type of potatoes and with some shopska salad. Shopska salad, by the way, we have the recipe on the channel, so you can go and find out how I prepare the shopska salad, the tomatoes and the cucumber salad. Basically our go-to salad in Bulgaria. And this was basically all from me, comrades.
And by the way, if you have a chance to visit Bulgaria and you have the chance to go through a neighborhood with a lot of blocks, commie blocks, where people live with a lot of apartments, there's a high chance you will smell like grill or grilled fish or something prepared on a grill, because I would say that every family here has a grill like that and they prepare meat or other types of food on the grill. Just a fun fact that I thought it would be interesting for you.
I hope you enjoyed this video of how we prepare barbecue at home here, and Slav you next time.